Welcome to Cask Point. Today I'm going to be introducing my channel, so thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to begin by introducing myself. Now, I'm Daniel. I'm from Connecticut, and I've been on my whiskey journey for about a year. Now, in that year, I began by drinking a lot of Islay scotches. I loved my PD scotches. And then one day I tried Eagle Rare, and I haven't bought a scotch since. Now, you might see some scotches hidden here and there in the collection, but mostly I drink bourbon. I drink some rye, especially the bourbon friendly rye. And basically, this channel is meant to document that journey because I absolutely love trying things. I love rating things. I love talking about whiskey. And I want more bourbon buddies. And so, since I don't have many friends in real life just yet that are into this journey, I thought, well, I'm going to make some YouTube friends. And that's what you guys are here for. So, thank you for joining me. Now, some of my favorites, obviously, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof cannot go wrong. Pretty much any batch is going to be a banger. Four Roses. Now, barrel strengths, there are certain recipes that are better than others. I really like the OBSK, but I know a lot of people like the OEs, the less rye forward ones. I do like some rye, especially the bourbon friendly ones. So, like Old Forester Single Barrel Strength Rye is just one of the best, I believe. Hard to go wrong with Stag. It is good stuff. Look. There are taters out there. I get it. But Stag Junior is amazing. Willet, amazing stuff as well. Rare Character. If you don't know about Rare Character, highly recommend them. The TKO Rise, the KOA bourbons. They're sourced whiskeys, but they're absolutely amazing. These guys know what they're doing, and those are some of my favorites. You'll see a lot of other favorites, over the course of the next few weeks and months. And so basically, I want to try all these whiskeys, and probably the most unique part about my journey so far is that I have a lot of these little sample jars. Now, many months ago, I used to go into liquor stores. I used to buy any bottle that I had read was a good bottle, spend $50, I'd try it, it'd be good, it'd be nothing special, and then I'd kind of leave it on the shelf and it just kind of sit there rotting for weeks and weeks because I never touch it. Now, ultimately, I realized that I really do like trying new whiskeys, and it's also pretty hard to differentiate between good whiskeys, great whiskeys, and the best whiskeys ever with online reviews. And so the goal is for me to help fix that a little bit. For one, I want to rate every whiskey I try on a scale from 1 to 10. Now, this scale, I might do another video one day kind of explaining the particularities of the scale, but essentially, 1 is your Jose Cuervo tequila, but it says whiskey on it. So it's just awful. Your 3s and your 4s are kind of your mixers, your Jack Daniels, Old Number 7, your Jim Beam White Label. Your 5s become like sippable whiskey, so maybe like a Bowman Brothers small batch. Nothing at all special, but it's sippable. Your 6s are like your Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. They're good. They're nothing special. You can kind of pick out a couple of flavors, but it's really nothing absolutely remarkable. Your 7s are like your daily sippers, your Henry McKenna 10s, your 1792 full proofs. Your 8s are like your weekly sippers, maybe your Stag Juniors or your favorite recipe of Four Roses or Elijah Craig. A lot of these bottles are probably going to be in the 8s. And then your 9s are like your really special bottles. You're like Pappy Van Winkle 15, the best years of William Weller and Thomas Handy and all this stuff. And then 10s are just absolutely perfect whiskeys. I don't have one to tell you about, and when I try it, I will, and we'll do a review. But really, just an absolutely perfect whiskey. And the goal of this rating system is to basically say, what is a good bottle for $50? What's a good bottle for $100? But really, removing availability and price when creating that score, and instead allowing people to then take that score and then judge based off of the day of, based off the secondary market, based off of what you have available, based off of what's in the store, is it worth buying? Because I think a lot of review sites that try to do these objective scales, they always factor in availability and price. But the thing is, availability changes. Supposedly in California, they have a lot of these Stag Juniors. Now, I bought my first Stag Junior in California, so I can attest that they definitely have a lot more than Connecticut. But the thing is, they're becoming much more available. Their secondary is falling right now. And so to say that this is a bottle and rated based off of maybe a $150 price point or a $200 price point, even that may be changing. It's not going to be as timeless, and it's going to get a lot more muddled. Instead, my rating system is this is how good that juice is. Based off that, decide if you want it. You might be in a different financial position. You may be able to buy a lot more of these Willets than I can. I assure you, this is my only Willet. But that's really the goal of the rating system. Now, I also want to try everything. I want to try every single Four Roses recipe. I do have samples of all of them. I want to try every single Elijah Craig batch. I have most of them. I'm missing a lot of the pirate batches. I actually have been able to score a couple of these recently, and I've been cracking them, sharing samples with friends to help me, really pay for what is some absolutely ridiculous prices for some of these bottles. I have almost every single stag batch. I'm missing batches 1 to 4 right now, so I will get them eventually. But I want to try, a bunch of different rare characters. I have every single Old Forester single barrel strength rye, each warehouse and floor combination. Now, there's only 4 right now. Maybe there's more by the time you're watching this video, but right now it's K7, I3, G3, and K2. But that's a lot of the technicalities. I want to try everything. I want to do it with some good friends. I'm glad you're here at the channel. We might do some bourbon hunting videos later. We might do some bourbon drops. Maybe we'll even do meetups one day. Who knows where it'll take us? But day one, we're going to drink some whiskey. We're going to do some reviews, and let's do it. So thank you for joining me, and welcome to the channel.